Good morning, everybody. Pastor Tim Warren here with another episode of Music Monday. Yesterday, Pastor Sean, Pastor Eddie, Pastor Patrick, and myself went golfing, and we were driving back to Calhoun, and Pastor Sean looked over, and there was this cloud, and it was one of those clouds where the sun is peeking over. It's got that golden tint on the top, and he said, "Oh, that's a beautiful sight." And so I looked over at that cloud, and I had been, I started thinking about, what am I going to talk about? And this song dropped into my spirit, and it was, "I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day." And I want to take just a few minutes, and I want to talk about the storms of life, because we all go through them. There are storms or seasons of life that are hard for us to walk through. It seems like we're never going to make it. However, at the end of that season or at the end of that storm, we come, and life seems to flow easier than it did when we were in that time. And I really thought about Noah. And you see, Noah got on the ark, and he got on with his children and all the animals. And for 40 days and 40 nights, it rained. And they were just in that ark. And, there was a window on the ark. And I imagine them looking out that window, and all they see are gray, dark storm clouds. There's no hope in sight. However, at one point, it stopped raining. The clouds began to lighten up, and at one point the clouds finally moved, and they were able to see the sun. And then Noah started sending out birds, and he started, trying to figure out, is there dry land? Is it safe for us to go? And they were finally able to step out. Noah spent 40 days and 40 nights in that storm. However, at the end of it, there was a rainbow. He could see everything. He could breathe easy because that storm was over. I think about the disciples in the boat while Jesus is asleep. He said, "Peace, be still." And it all was at peace. The thing is, folks, is we serve a God who even in the stormiest seasons of life is right there watching over us, right there keeping check on us. It doesn't matter how we feel. It doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter how loud the thunderclap is. It doesn't matter how close the lightning strike is. We serve a God who in the midst of the storm is right there. In that story, he's sleeping on the boat, but there's another story where he comes walking on the water. Whether it feels like you're away, you see, the disciples had traveled away from Jesus. He told them to go on. But in the midst of that storm, in the midst of that fearful time, he came walking on the water. Christ can reach you no matter where you're at, no matter how big the storm is, how deep the storm is. Christ can reach you where you're at. So don't let this stormy season or this stormy time hinder you from what you're doing and what you're called to do, because there is a clearer, brighter day coming. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. And those are coming. They come. So that's my encouragement to you this morning. I hope you have a fantastic day and a fantastic week. Join us, for Bible study on a Wednesday and Friday. And I hope to see you at Irwin Hill Church of God Sunday morning at 11 o'clock.